That would be a terrible episode.
That would be a horrible episode. If we decided to do like a karaoke. Oh God.
We would lose all listenership immediately.
That would be the worst. Well, I think it would get people if we're like, guys, we did a karaoke episode. And then I think people would be like, and shut it off.
Yes.
Most started, least listened to episode.
Probably.
Anyways, hi everybody. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome to the new year.
Yes.
This would be our second one in the new year. So welcome to the new year. Clearly, it's not the new year just yet. Steph has her Christmas tree up, even though she's doing her damnedest to take that bitch down.
Dude, I got so much down in an hour before we started recording. I was like, I gotta do this.
I meal prepped, so I was happy that I did that. Oh, it'll be fine. I just remembered something is in the oven. And I was going to have Jeff take it out, but maybe I'll just text him to take it out because I think I can still hear that he is here.
What did you make?
I can't do two things at once. I can't do two things at once. Green bean casserole, because I love green bean casserole. So I did not get any for Christmas since we did like a fiesta Christmas. We did Mexican food because my dad asked for it.
Nice.
So, which it is nice, but Jeff and I usually do like bowls, like Chipotle bowls or Qdoba bowls, like make them at home once a week, if not like every other week for sure. So I didn't get any kind of like comforty food.
Sure.
So this week I made green bean casserole, and then on probably Thursday I'm going to make like little tofu nuggets and mashed potatoes and green beans, and maybe do like a gravy to go with it.
My parents made homemade lasagna yesterday and I can't eat it, and all I want was like a giant piece of lasagna.
Because the dairy? That is so
And
exciting.
I don't know that like vegan cheese does not melt right. It's a weird fucking consistency, and I don't want that to ruin lasagna for me. So I was like, can you just put aside meatballs then? Like, just give me the meatballs. Like, homemade meatballs are my shit too, but man. I used to eat a fucking piece of lasagna like this big and just be comatose for the rest of the day.
I'll make you a vegan lasagna or a dairy-free lasagna.
Because like I'll be fine with the gluten of the noodles. Like it's not pleasant, but like the dairy is what really, really fucking.
I'll make you one. I know how to do it to keep dairy out of it. But if there's like milk in the noodles, like the gluten-free noodles, that would be fine. I don't know why there would be, but like just in case, or like the noodles would have to be. I don't know. I would just get gluten-free noodles, and I never actually look at the packaging.
There shouldn't be any sort of dairy in the noodles. It's just made with a different kind of flour, I think. It's like flour, water.
It's just
an egg, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I got you. Stay tuned, guys, for this. Yeah, I love making lasagna. So I will absolutely do it.
Was like, hey, Mom, is Italian food good? And I was like, oh my God.
What the fuck?
I said, yes, I've been trying to get you to eat it for years. Well,
get your disrespectful ass in your room.
Thank you.
How dare you?
Yes.
That's what, Sophia doesn't like Mexican food either. She don't like Mexican food. I'm like
his Japanese side versus Italian side.
Oh,
I know.
He's got two good sides. Delicious ass food. But like Sophia will not. She doesn't like Mexican food at all.
Like she won't even eat nachos.
No. Well, like she'll eat tortilla chips with cheese, but I'm speaking like real actual Hispanic food. Like,
how do you not like Mexican food? It's so
I don't, and especially because her grandma makes the world's best Spanish rice, and her grandpa makes the best fajita meat I've ever had in my entire life.
Did they ever make tamales?
Oh, we made them every Christmas Eve, every Christmas. Oh my God, those tamales are. And then I made them make cheese tamales because I was like, a little bit of white girl. I was like, we can keep doing the beef, but we got some leftover masa and cheese, so we might as well just try them. And they were like, these are good. And I was like, oh, it's cheese.
Sumo used to get them from a guy at work. They would make like a huge batch of them, and he would bring home chicken ones. Oh my God. And I would like slather them in hot sauce and sour cream, and it was so good.
Yeah, I love tamales. Trader Joe's has really good ones.
Do they?
Yeah. Anyways, this is so not what we're talking
about.
Welcome
to what it's like to have a conversation with us in
person. But it does filter in because we are talking about boundaries with family and yes. some of and grief that can come, grief or unpleasant feelings that can come with having set boundaries.
Correct.
So I don't know if you wanted to talk a little bit about how this had shown up for you?
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, for whatever reason, it's fine. You don't have to know everything about my life. But my cousin passed away the morning of Thanksgiving in the middle of the night. He was an addict for a very long time, and his body just finally said, I'm done. We grew up like brother and sister. We're very close. And for a very long time, I was a go-to person for him until the drugs just got so bad that I was like, I can't do this anymore. And then once I had a kid, I was like, I'm really not going to do this anymore. So that being said, he lived with my Nana along with his dad and his younger brother. And for us, we always celebrated Christmas Eve with my Nana. We would go over there for like dinner and like spend time and stuff there. Well, for years I didn't go because my cousin lived there. And I was like, I don't want to be around that. I don't want my son around that. The last time we went as a family was a few years ago. We actually went to cook food that day, which was fun. And I wasn't going to go, but I was like, fuck it, I'll go. Like I brought Bug with me, and my cousin came up and like played with Bug, which was hard to watch because he would have been like the cool uncle, right? Like obviously Bug has an uncle, he has my brother, but that definitely would have been Robbie as well. Well, we went on Saturday for Christmas Eve, and we were all there together, which like doesn't happen anymore. And so it was very much reminiscent of like being younger and being with family and like laughing and just having family time. And I got sad because I was like, I missed out on a lot of Christmases with him and memories with him. And that sucks. And I don't regret my boundaries at all. They were there for a reason, but it does suck that like we were all there because he died. Like, that's essentially why we were there. And I told my other cousin, I was like, here's the thing, like his addiction, like kept us apart, and then his death brought us together. And I don't think that's how it should be, but unfortunately, like it just is what it is. So I'm bringing that up to say like, it's okay to have grief and like uncomfortable feelings when it comes to boundaries, because there's a lot of things that are out of your control. But ultimately, I don't regret making those choices. And I can't change it. It is what it is. But it was hard to, I guess, just be all together again and know that like there were a lot of years that we could have done this, but we didn't. Again, I don't regret them. It was a lot of mixed feelings that was hard for me. Absolutely mixed feelings too. And I think it's hard sometimes not to get caught up in that. I wish it had been different. I wish things, would have looked like this, or it should have been like this, or it shouldn't be like this, it's so easy to get caught up on those. And that's when I talk to people too about walking the middle path, that skill in DBT of like balancing between acceptance and change. First, you have to accept something before you can change it. And then thus we come to that middle point and walk with both sides, both understanding. If we're too far into the acceptance side, it cultivates feelings of depression, because it's like, well, I wish things were different. I wish we could have done this. I wish, where we're not accepting the present moment as it is. We're just attempting to try to change things that we can't change because it's already happened. Well, in that moment, in one of the moments where like I got initially sad when I saw I call him my little cousin just because he's younger than me, but he's not little by any means. And that's his younger brother. And so I cried a little bit there. And then we were just kind of like all laughing and talking and stuff. And then he started to talk about Robbie, and I got emotional again. But then I just like, my mom like tried to grab my hand, and I was like, please don't do that. You're going to make it worse for me. Like, just let me have my moment. I love you, and I know you're trying to support me, but like, please don't. But in that moment, I was like, here's the thing. He's not here right now. Like, enjoy the moment for what it is with your 89-year-old grandmother and your aunts and your uncle and your cousins. Like, I had to bring it back to not what I wish I could have experienced, but what am I experiencing? Right? Like, I just need to be present and just be here right now, because it's all I can control. And then I was talking to my brother, because he's obviously not here. He's in California, and my ex-husband. And I was saying that like, in that moment, it was, I wasn't practicing radical acceptance because I was in the what ifs and I was in the why did this have to happen kind of situation. And I was like, but here's the thing. I know that I can't live there. That's not going to help.
Right.
I can feel my feelings and I can feel some type of way about it, but then I can also know that like I have to accept the situation for what it is, because no amount of this and staying in this is going to change what happened.
And I think too, understanding that life is not going to look like just being able to get these DBT skills and or this like wise mind clarity all the time. Grief comes with a wide variety of emotions and a